Hello there. The way 100 Kanojo first chapter managed to explain itself is quite impressive. Just in the first scene, the mangaka beautifully portrays this confession with the protagonist to occur, just to be rejected by her mean words. Or in another scene, when the protagonist begs to the heavens for a cute girlfriend, it's presented by this sir, which doesn't look that wise neither a divine being. And do you remember those scenes in an anime where characters explain over and over a thing that the other character is saying? Well, now you have this character that yells to the protagonist for doing so. This manga, though, doesn't plan to make fun of cliches but embrace those. Later in the first chapter, you have one of the most common romantic encounter scenes with two of the most common characters, so the mangaka needs to be creative with it and does this giving the characters Hanazono and Tsundere some cute traits. Yes, you know their personalities, but then there's also brief moments like when they stand up quickly because Rentaro is hurting himself, trying to obtain flowers to increase the confession possibilities, or when Hanazono is so dumb that loses the opportunity to have an indirect kiss, but is brave enough to confess her feelings. The story knows what exactly is. It's a fun, entertaining, and wholesome mystery that is capable of being cliché enough to satisfy a certain audience, but also knows well how to explode those clichés in hilarious ways. Rentaro is one of those characters that you're going to love. When you see him the first time, maybe your expectation is the lowest. He's a crybaby, kind of pervert, and a weird protagonist. Just when you pass the next pages, then you can recognize traits of his personality and finally his true form, which is awesome. An example of this is chapter 2, The First Kiss, which goes as you could imagine. The first scenes show Rentaro talking to a lamppost, being nervous about holding hands because he doesn't want to screw up things with the girls. Everything was okay until it wasn't, because the first kiss question becomes a thing. So, as established in the end of chapter 1, Hanazono and Tsundere see the other as rivals, not friends. This behavior makes them to take advantage of every chance to win. Rentaro, instead of trying to take all the benefit, says that he has an idea to make this work as fair as possible. Spoiler, it doesn't. He does these stupid ideas not because he likes it, but because he cares about people and their problems. With this, he has more nuances in his actions. The episode finished in a positive way because Rentaro is too direct talking about his feelings. Just like Rentaro, every other girl in the series has something that makes them either relatable or distant. Examples of characters are Liu, Tsundere, shy, cool, chemistry girl, mother, giant, and a couple more that certainly are too much to mention. It would be reasonable to think that too many characters are the perfect bomb waiting to explode, but that's not the case. Mainly because technically all these girls are girlfriends of Rentaro and have learned to like each other. The author drops the idea of these girls fighting for attention and instead focuses on their individual problems. Now I'm going to explain the characters' introduction chapters because they are simply more focused in emotion and feelings. 1. The characters go to a new place for some reason. This place is related to the new girl. 2. Girl X and Rentaro have a shock indicating that they meet their soulmates. 3. The girl exposes some characteristics or traits to Rentaro as they know more about each other. 4. Because Rentaro is a good partner, tries to be immersed in things that the girl like or to solve problems that she has. 5. Their love becomes not only a feeling and is recognized by both. 6. Conflict puts the relationship in a dangerous spot. 7. The conflict is solved and everything is okay. 8. Generally the girl is presented to the other member and so they interact with her. So, the things that make 100 Kanojo work are subverting our romantic fantasies expectation, making them more comical and fun, wholesomeness of the different characters and their personal traits when they interact to each other, conflict not related that much to romantic fights but instead focused on personal problems. I think that's all. Thanks for watching.